Need to smoke something. But not to get high, but to lower my standards for quality television. You see, I feel like the black Odysseus watching this one-eyed monster watch me. Channels going up and down like the stocks be, and I think I seen a Negro with a couple of chains on the market. Heartless. His brain left on the slave ship, his soul left in cages. I'm guessing that the master and commander felt like his body was the only thing that needed to be exercised. But back to this predator with a single retina. I felt my IQ drop as I stared into his iris, and unscripted actors assassinated my character. I mean, when did Cliff and Claire become replaced with Cliff and Tiny? But don't get it confused. I was never a Cosby fan because that's not how my household was ran. And sometimes Tip gives good advice. But the overabundance of black issues stuck in boxes is making me wonder how I'm gonna tell my unborn son and daughter that the spherical world is theirs. And that the most important thing to know about these boxes, even when you step outside of them, is to watch for the corners. These 90-degree angles will lie to you and tell you that you can make enough money to amend a broken hood through crack. We're stuck in these card boxes where all these kings are replaced with jacks. And all these jacks in these boxes don't even have to be wound up to react. They just gotta say that what they seen on the box must be true. And that they felt threatened by what has come to be defined as black. And if these dope boys ain't in the real trap, then I think I'd rather be whacked unless I'm going to cop a sack, because I need to smoke something. And if this THC don't disarray me, I might need some more or something. And if I see one more black boy get click-clack boy by the pig that speak Latin boy, I might go Iraq, walk into the precinct, take a piss, wash my hands and blow or something. And that last line might have got in 8, put on America's top 10. But who cares about bars when you boxed in? They get mad when I call myself a god, but I remember somebody referring to themselves as Lord as they read me the Bible. And nowhere in the book did I see it say anything about God's color, and I'm pretty sure that that's not a typo. You see, I danced around his atmosphere wearing my 3-dimensional maneuvering gear. I could smell the brains that he had devoured on his breath. His heart holds more movies than campfire stories. Now, I'm not saying to divorce the television. I'm saying to get a separation. For your own sake, monitor your intake. Because your mind is the only thing they can't take. Your mind is the only thing in this world that they cannot take unless you give it to them.